Good evening, everyone. I just watched the Nintendo Switch 2 first official look at the newest console. I wanted to give you guys, as every other YouTuber has done today, my 2 cents and kind of go over the overview trailer. Well, it wasn't an overview trailer. It was just like it says right there in the title, first look. Give my 2 cents. Maybe go by it sort of frame for frame. But yeah, let's go through it together. It's bigger. Going through a metamorphosis. Digivolving. USB-C on top. The U-shaped kickstand. And by the way, most of the rumors and leaks were pretty much true. I do want to go back to the way it bends down all the way. Well, the kickstand. I think that has to do with another leaked rumor, which is no longer a rumor at this point. Even though it's not officially confirmed, it's the mouse-like quality of the Joy-Cons, which you'll see in a few seconds right now. But I think being able to bend your Switch all the way down will make it easier to guide your mouse as you're, facing down. It might not be good for neck posture, but... Or maybe another thing I haven't heard people say is, since it's U-shaped and it kind of looks like a hook, so maybe you can use that, like you can put on a coat hanger or something. You get what I mean? Have it just like floating there. Depending on what kind of hanger you put it on, we'll see how stable it is. But that's another use for it. Similar to how that in that first Nintendo Switch trailer, these two guys were sitting in the back of the car and they slid their Switch into a specific dock, I guess you could say, the car mount. But in this case, it kind of has its own car mount by using the upside down U. You can just kind of plop it on to whatever the fuck you have in front of you. That'd be pretty cool. That's another use, if it's stable enough. Joy-Cons are bigger for my fat hands. And this color scheme is pretty good way to differentiate the regular Switch Joy-Cons to the new ones. Because even though there's been dozens upon hundreds of different color variations of Joy-Cons, I don't believe any of them have changed the color of the inside of the joystick, and neither of the inside of the railing system. And before I forget, that big letter C rumor, this does not deconfirm it. It could just be Nintendo wanting to, I guess, hold on to one more surprise for the final big blowout presentation in April. I know I'm jumping ahead, but there's going to be another presentation in April. So this is pretty much following what the Nintendo Switch 1 was, October 2016. A quick teaser, and then the full blowout presentation a couple months later. And I think the time frame is pretty much the same, because January 16th to April 2nd compared to end of October to beginning of January. November, December, so 2 months and some change, and then February, March, April, 2 months and a little more change, I guess you could say. But yeah, except I do believe that the Nintendo Switch 1 first teaser trailer was a lot more meatier, had more substance, but and not that I was underwhelmed by this presentation. I loved every aspect of this new system, and I'm gonna be there day one. It's just that, like some people have mentioned, since everything was already leaked, and maybe I'm just getting older and more jaded or whatever, but I'm still pretty damn excited. Some people have said that since there's bigger Joy-Cons, there might be bigger face buttons. I can't really tell myself from this video, but I guess that's pretty logical line of thinking. And then also, as you can see right here, I actually paused it just in time. Right here we have the optical lens that in a few seconds we'll see that mouse feature that we were mentioning before. And while we're here, also the shoulder buttons on the sideways Joy-Con whatever are a lot more substantially bigger, which I appreciate. But I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna compare to the comfort of a Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch. But it's always good that they make improvements. They're thinking about their adult audience and not just the children. And then well, we haven't seen it snap on right now, but I think this little thing, it's not a button. I think it just helps guide the Switch Joy-Con into the Switch. It might be where the magnet is at, more or less. Because if you see down here, this is where it's actually going to insert into sorry, it's actually going to insert into a little tab that actually like causes it to connect, I guess. But instead of like you're gonna have the thing, if we didn't have the magnets, would be trying to latch it on without like knowing exactly how to guide it, so it would be kind of rubbing against the hole and the little pointer thing. Sorry, I'm recording on OBS, and then so the magnets will just help just to like plop it on, I guess. And then some people are saying that slight nod to the joystick confirms the rumors of Hall Effect joysticks. Some people are saying that Nintendo has their own version of Hall Effect joysticks, because there was a patent that was recently discovered, but who knows. I'm sure Nintendo, after their lawsuit, wants to kind of avoid that problem without acknowledging that it was a problem in the first place. Like, they can upgrade and change their joysticks without admitting that there was a problem with the first one. They could just say, oh, we're just upgrading because it's a new improved system, so we want a new improved joysticks. Not so much that they're admitting to sending us. I didn't have any issues until towards the end, but yeah. And then, sorry, real quick. Well, what I wanted to point out was that once again we aren't getting an actual D-pad, which it's understandable because they wanted to have two sets of controllers with the Joy-Con, similar to what they did with the Switch one. So I do appreciate them making the effort to push for couch co-op, but at the same time, I don't really have anybody to play with, so I would have preferred a D-pad, but that's just me. So it's very quick, and I did not notice this until somebody pointed it out. Fuck. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. I got it. So, wait, what was it? Oh no. The new Joy-Con's wrist strap, it actually has a secondary function, which, since there's gonna be a mouse feature where you're holding your Joy-Con sideways and it kind of like rubbing against the table or whatever surface you have. Obviously, they don't want you to fuck up your buttons and the little insert hole, like get dust in there. So I would imagine that they created this they engineered the straps, the new version of the Joy-Con straps, in order to not only add a little bit more girth, and it might be smoother on the bottom, towards the bottom. Actually, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. I'm sorry about that. That's better, I guess. Yeah, like, I'm not used to OBS yet, but as you can see towards the bottom, that's what I was saying. So there's probably a smoother surface on the bottom of the Joy-Con wrist strap in order to allow the Switch Joy-Con to glide more smoothly and also protect the quote-unquote internals, which are the shoulder buttons, the insert, protect it from dust, and also like so you don't like fling your Joy-Con across the room. Like, see, they're skating around like mice with the little rat tail. And that's what I mean. There are some people on social media that are saying like, oh, people are gonna grab and just like fucking just rip it off. But two things is this system is for kids also, so I'm guessing Nintendo did keep in mind that kids are not always the most responsible group of demographics, so they probably developed it in a way that it's pretty sturdy. Also, that's why I mentioned before that's where the magnets also come in, so the kids aren't just like scraping it against each other trying to like find the hole with the little part that sticks out or whatever. So there are some sort of like ways to, I guess, make, and also some people had but they had worries that the Switch 1's railing system would eventually give. And for mine, for example, it never did, and you didn't hear much talk about the railing system being like getting snapped off or anything like that, at least from what I saw. So I'm pretty confident that these things were built to last, but only time will tell. Nintendo Switch 2. Having that big fat 2 will be helpful in order to differentiate the first one and the second one, obviously. And here's the one and only game that was showed in the trailer. Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart X. There's no confirmed title, but you can tell right away this is a new game. It's not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Definitive Edition or anything like that. As you'll see in a few seconds, the art style of the characters also changed. We don't know what the gimmick is. We just see this one track, and two, I guess, new things would be this Mario Kart game allegedly has up to 24 people per track. Burp coming up. 24 people per race. You can have up to 24 people. Also, if I can pause it in time. We still have the dog face Nintendo controller. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a pack-in too, just like it was with the Switch 1. Oh, so I guess I paused it in a good place. Let me minimize this in order for you guys can see it too. So up here we have new version of DK, which a lot of people, well, I assumed it was just the movie version, but somebody pointed out that actually classic DK, and as well as Mario, that he has more of a rounder face, more aligned with his Super Mario Wonder design. Yeah, and all the characters have had redesigns. Hopefully we can they'll have like different skins in order for us to like go back to the not original, but I guess Mario Kart 8 Deluxe art style for characters. And hopefully we just see skins in general, Because if you're allowed to have 24 characters per track on the same tracks in the same race, you'd have to have a variety of characters, or at least alt skins, in order to avoid any like overlap, like having 12 Marios in one race. And I hope they don't make Mario, Metal Mario, Cat Mario like different character slots. I just hope they just make them alternative skins, just like in Smash Brothers. But we'll see. But all this right here, excluding the TV, I'm buying day one. I'm gonna pre-order it, and I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna love it. No matter what this is, no matter how it turns out, I know I'm gonna love it. $2025. And it says plays all your Nintendo Switch 2 games, and as well as all of your Nintendo Switch games, OG Switch, asterisks. And a lot of people are saying, and that this was my first thought, was games like Labo and fucking 1-2 Switch, basically anything that used that AR camera, which I don't think there was pretty much any games that used that AR feature, the ice cubes in the cup, and then like the rock paper scissors. It should have been a packing game, but I guess not. I heard somewhere recently that Reggie Fils-Aimé was the one who had to fight the other corporate heads or whatever to have Wii Sports as a packing game for the Wii when it first came out. Well, first off, thank you, Reggie Fils-Aimé, and also, yeah, they should have done that with Nintendo Switch Sports, or no, I'm sorry, 1-2 Switch. At least people wouldn't have like had that much, because it was a tech demo basically, showing off the AR camera, and that's all it was. But yeah, but I digress. So yeah, all your Switch 2 games, duh. And then all the OG ones, asterisks, which I'm guessing just excludes the the AR games, AR heavy games. Oh, oops. And there you have it, 4/2/25. 4/2/2025. So yeah, in less than like 2.5 months, and then it's gonna fly by. And if I were to guess, somebody pointed out one of the Nintendo first, like they're gonna have like a group of, well, they're gonna have a raffle to choose who gets to test out the new system before it comes out, and the latest date is June 1st, so it has to be, the console has to release after that, so the earliest we'll see it is theoretically June 2nd. But so I'm guessing anywhere in the window of Q3 we'll be seeing the Switch. If I were to guess, late June, because they already have the systems out in the wild due to like the testing and all that stuff. So why else would they wait? I'm guessing late June. See, that's the Nintendo Switch 2 experience. Do you think they would want to get a guy who has, how many subscribers do I have? 22? 23? Yeah, I'm a force to be reckoned with, Nintendo. I can probably help you sell, marketing, blah blah blah, with my half-assed OBS recording skills. I'm just an email away. But yeah, I'm excited. So most of the rumors, like 90% of 95% of the rumors were correct, I guess. And we didn't really see much, just like obviously like an outer view in of the Switch 2. We don't know the internals officially, and the only software we know of is Mario Kart 9X, Mario Kart 24, because there's 24 characters. Oh, going back to Mario Kart though, I mean, just do what they did with Mario Kart Tour. They have a shit ton of skins and a shit ton of characters. That would be perfect for a game that has 24 racers in one track. But that just maybe that's the gimmick. Just having a shit ton of racers. Another thing is, that seems like a lot like Mario Party Jamboree. What if having 24 characters is exclusive to certain courses and certain modes, like kind of like 8-player Smash, which it's not really its own mode, but I hope that's not the case. I hope like if they're gonna have 24 characters, they can play them on any sort of map or battle modes. I guess that's a good question. If you guys want to let me know in the comments, what do you think is a new battle mode? What do you think would be a good new battle mode for Mario Kart 9X? And also another Mario Kart. What other Nintendo IP do you think is going to be represented besides Link? Splatoon characters are going to be represented in Mario Kart 9X, whatever. My guess will be Kirby with the Warp Star. That would be awesome to see, because there's already Kirby Air Ride. So yeah, that's my scattershot thoughts on the Switch 2. I'm here for it, day one. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice night.